Hello and welcome back to another video on the rest of the way and to another edition of Smackdown Out 10. It's a big show today because we're getting closer and closer to Crown Jewel. Just one more Smackdown after this, so yeah, getting ever so closer. And yeah, we've got all the Bloodline Logan Paul stuff as well as much more. So yeah, let's get straight into it. And this week's show kicked off with the Bloodline backstage, and Sami Zayn told Jey so that it was all hands off deck since Roman wasn't there, and they had the opening match. Sami asked Jey to look over his match against the Brawling Brutes before heading out. To start off the match, Butch and Sami kicked off, and Zayn went sent outside early on, but Sikoa took Butch out from behind. A distraction from Usos allowed Solo and Sami to stay in control. Sikoa hit a spine buster before Zayn was tagged back in. Butch tried for the cloverleaf, but the Usos broke it up before Sami tried for the Hoover kick but missed. Zayn was then down and Jey dragged him outside. Before he and Sami got in an argument, Solo tried to stop Sami and Jey from arguing before Ridge Bully Holland wiped Solo and Jey out at ringside. Sami rolled back into the ring, but was rolled out right away for the free count. Sami and Jey were each other's throats as Jimmy and Solo tried to get them to settle down, but to no avail. Roman Reigns came out himself to sort the matter and told them if they fought like kids, Roman would treat them like kids. Sami tried to offer Jey a truce and a handshake, but Jey wasn't up for it. Jey said he didn't like Sami and didn't want him around his family. Sami said that he wanted peace, and Jey replied that he didn't care what Sami or Roman wanted, he just wants Sami to go away. Roman was furious and said that if things keep on going the way they're going, he will make Sami a full-time Uso and call him Sami Uso. So yeah, just continuing it, we all know where it's going, but yeah, really ramping it up, and yeah, I just love it. It's so bloody good, this storyline. It was then time for the Maximum Male Models versus New Day. New Day had control right off the bat, and Woods was starting tagging Kofi before tagging Kofi in. Kofi then cleared the ring before isolating Mansoor and Marseille, who tried to get involved from ringside, but Woods took him out. Woods and Kingston then set up Mansoor for the Midnight Hour and got the move for the very easy win. And yeah, to be honest, this gets 5 out of 10 from me. I don't know, the Maximum Male Models, they just lose every week, kind of loses its, well, they should get at least some wins, I suppose, even with their gimmick. And New Day, I mean, like the Usos just about to break their record, shouldn't they be doing something with those instead of just doing this pointless stuff? Yeah, it kind of feels like it's me, so yeah, 5 out of 10. But anyway, Sonya Deville was backstage and Liv Morgan attacked her and got into a fight before officials came out to separate her. Yeah, I already said it again, loving this Liv stuff. Before Ronda Rousey was out next, the corner open challenge, and Emma made her WWE return for the first time in half a decade, incredibly. Ronda took control of the match early and got a takedown before trying to put Emma away. The latter rolled out of the ring and Rousey followed her outside before tossing her into steel steps. Rousey then went for a kick against the steel, but Emma dodged it. The former Impact star tried for a hold before getting crossbody for a near fall. Rousey tried to come back with a knee strike before trying for some holds. Ronda tried for a hold on the 8 before going for the ankle lock. Emma rolled through to break the hold before getting a wheelbarrow suplex and a running elbow. Ronda jabbed her in the eyes and got the Piper's Pit before picking up the victory. So yeah, kind of a slightly screwy win, but yeah, great win for Ronda. Great open challenge. Hopefully more of those, and Emma back in WWE. Definitely something I didn't see coming, but hype to see how it goes. But anyway, Shayna and Ronda were then backstage. Natty walked up to them and said something, but Shayna wasn't interested and started choking Natalia out from behind and knocking her out. More of this, Natty, please. Shayna, sorry. But anyway, Jey Uso was backstage and tried to explain to Paul Heyman that Logan Paul knocked him out last week before he could even figure out what was happening. He asked Heyman if he had his back, with Roman, and Heyman said that he did. Before it's time for Legado del Fantasma versus Hit Row and Nakamura. Fantasma was first out and Hit Row brought Shinsuke to even the odds. A brawl broke out before the match and Hit Row took Shinsuke out and Legado one by one before B-Fab took out Zelina with a big kick. The match went underway shortly after and Adonis was isolated in Legado's corner early. Wade Barrett then made an Elon Musk brought twist joke before Shinsuke was tagged in and went into a slugfest with Santos. Top Dollar then moved to the top rope and hit a big move before Nakamura came in and hit one of Legado's members with a Kinshasa and picked up the win. And yeah, I mean, like, it gets a 5 out of 10 from me. No issues with Hit Ryan Nakamura picking up the W. In fact, please them. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't think Legado should be losing so early into their main roster run because I want to see them push the big team. So yeah, kind of gets a 5 out of 10 from that aspect. But yeah, please see Babyface pick up a big win, I suppose. But anyway, backstage, Heyman asked Reigns to watch a short video that Logan Paul was training. They were setting up a lucky punch angle and Heyman was worried that Logan would knock Roman out since he had metal pins in his hands from a past surgery. Yeah, just kind of building all that up, isn't it? But anyway, LA Knight was running his mouth backstage and Ricochet came out to confront him before he got Karrion Kross versus Mad Cat Moss. Kross was back from his trip to the hospital and ready to get back in the ring. Incredibly, 2 weeks after being run over, Moss got some big moves early on before Kross came back with a big boot in the corner and sent Moss outside. Back on SmackDown, Cross got an armbar, but it's broken out, destruction from Scarlett, hit Cross with a snap suplex, and some strikes before picking up an easy win. Cross then locked in the cross jacket, and knocked him out before calling out Drew McIntyre, calling him a coward and a hypocrite. Kind of intimidating stuff, to be fair. So 6 out of 10, simple win. Some of the bollocks around this makes it hard to believe, but take it for what it was alright. And anyway, Rey Mysterio was backstage and Imperium attacked him, and Gunther launched an attack before saying he would beat him in a few weeks, and hitting a devastating chop. Just good to things. For anyway, Bray Wyatt was out next and said that he that this was a man and he wasn't hiding behind a mask anymore. He said that he was here to do big things and sometimes he's losing control of himself. He said he didn't care if he did horrible things before another figure in tears on the Tyson John. They said they were the ghost of a man who sold the world and said Bray would never be able to hide from them. The figure called himself Wyatt's uncle and said howdy before SmackDown went off the air. Another reveal, more clues for this Bray Wyatt character, and it just leaves you with more intrigue. Another brilliant thing for the most brilliant thing in wrestling right now. Great stuff. But overall this week, SmackDown gets a 6 out of 10 from me. Another really good episode of SmackDown. Just got the two hottest things potentially in wrestling at the moment, with Bray Wyatt, the Bloodline, all of this. Just such good stuff. And I can't wait to see where it all goes. SmackDown's doing really good at the moment. Some bits in there can kind of let it down though. It's a 6 out of 10. But anyway, guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. Until like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to comment down below. And follow this for daily wrestling news and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, and I'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.